So the purpose of today's webinar is to make you aware regarding the advantages of the clear aligners and how you can incorporate clear aligners in your daily practice. So let us begin the session with the first topic, or the first key to a successful aligner treatment is a proper case selection. So what all cases can be treated with aligners? So these are the cases which you can see on your screen. The crowding cases are very well treatable with clear aligners. The spacing cases, the anterior crossbite cases, the overjet cases means that where you have the upper anteriors which are proclined and the patient complains of forward placement of the upper front teeth. So these cases are very well treated with aligners. Mild to moderate deep bite cases and mild to moderate open bite cases. See, I have not included posterior cross bites in this section because posterior cross bites or sometimes a complete cross bite, they are very difficult cases to be treated with aligners. So all these cases, crowding, spacing, cross bite anterior, increased overjet, increased overbite, and open bite cases, they are very well treated with the aligners. Now the next question arises in your mind would be, how many sets of aligners are required for my case and what is the duration of the treatment? We have categorized the case malocclusion, and once we get the intraoral pictures and the extraoral pictures which you send us across through our CRMs, we are going to predict the case category. Now it is very simple that a milder form of malocclusion will have a lesser degree of malocclusion, which will require lesser range of tooth movement and hence lesser category of the aligner. On the other hand, a difficult case of malocclusion, which has a greater range of movement, would require a greater number of aligners and hence the cost of the aligner therapy increases. So we get the inputs from the treating doctor or your orthodontist. So we predict the number of the aligners per arch and the duration of the treatment. Now to make it further easier, we have categorized the cases into 4 types. One is the mild category. Then next one is the moderate category, then standard category and the advanced category. All these categories are defined based on the number of aligners which are required to treat the malocclusion. For example, a mild category would require approximately 10 aligners per arch. So the treatment duration is 5 months because patient is going to wear the aligner for 15 days and then changed onto the next set of the aligner. Then the moderate category. The moderate category will have upper 15 aligners and lower 15 aligners, or total 30 aligners. So the treatment duration will be 7 months approximately. The majority of the cases will fall under standard category, where we give upper 25 aligners, lower 25 aligners. The treatment duration is approximately 12.5 months, and the total number of aligners which we give, inclusive of the refinements, is around 60 aligners in total, both the arches. And the advanced category means that the degree of malocclusion is greater, and it would require more than 35 sets of aligners, and the treatment duration will be 17 months. We give approximately 80 aligners to track the case. So I want you all to go again regarding the categories. So we have four categories: mild category, moderate category, standard category, and advanced category. And these categories are based on the severity of the problem, because a greater severity of the problem will we will have a higher range of tooth movement. And these are the color codings for the mild, moderate, standard, and advanced cases. Now, to make it further simpler, we can take different kinds of malocclusion. The most common form of malocclusion is crowding. So here you can see that this is a very mild case of, the first picture is a very mild case of crowding. So it will fall under a mild category. This will be corrected within 10 aligners. The second picture in the middle is a moderate crowding. So the crowding is not more than 6 millimeters. So this can be treated in a moderate category up to 15 aligners. Now, if the severity of the malocclusion keeps on increasing and the crowding keeps on increasing, then we need to go to a higher category. So in this particular case, you can see that this is an advanced case of crowding where you will require approximately 35 sets of aligners. So 0 to 3 millimeters of crowding will fall under mild category, 3 to 6 millimeters of crowding will fall under moderate category, 6 to 10 millimeters of crowding will fall under a standard category up to 25 aligners, and more than 10 millimeters of crowding up to 14 millimeters of crowding will fall under the advanced category. If we have a case which has a crowding which is more than 14 millimeters, such cases are difficult to be treated with aligners, and we recommend a hybrid form of treatment wherein the orthodontist is going to reduce the severity of the malocclusion by giving braces, and then we can start with the aligner therapy. Okay, the next malocclusion is spacing. So similarly, as we have seen for crowding, similarly for spacing, if we have approximately up to 3 millimeters of spacing, that case will fall under the mild category. 3 to 6 millimeters of spacing will fall under the moderate category. And if we have approximately 14 millimeters of spaces in a particular arch, that will form the advanced category. Similarly for the overjet, now this chart or the bar graph which you are seeing here is the discrepancy from the ideal occlusion, because in an ideal occlusion we have approximately 1 to 2 millimeter of overjet which is normal. So any deviation from the normal overjet we have categorized the malocclusion as mild, moderate, standard, and advanced. So if there is a deviation in overjet from 2 millimeters up to 4 millimeters is a moderate category. Similarly, for the overbite, majority of malocclusion will have overbite problems. That is the problem in the vertical plane. There is a greater overlap of the upper anteriors. They overlap onto the lower anteriors to a greater extent. So that kind of malocclusion is referred to as deep bite. So if the deep bite correction is up to 2 millimeters, we consider it as a mild case. Up to 3.5 millimeters, it is a moderate case. Deep bite correction up to 5 millimeters is a standard case, and greater than 6 millimeters deep bite correction is difficult with aligners to be treated. Then the next malocclusion is open bite. Now, open bite is also a problem in a vertical plane where there is a gap between the upper front teeth and the lower front teeth, or we can say that there is no overlap between the upper anterior and the lower anterior. So open bite correction up to 0.5 millimeters is considered to be mild. Up to 1 millimeter is considered moderate. Up to 1.5 millimeters is considered a standard case, which would require approximately 25 sets of aligners, and up to 2 millimeters of open bite correction is an advanced case of aligner. Now, if you have an open bite which is greater than 2 millimeters, let us say if we have a patient with 5 to 7 millimeters of anterior open bite. Now, such cases are very difficult to be treated with aligners. So we recommend a hybrid form of treatment where we bond some braces, we use box elastics, and we reduce the severity of the open bite so that the case can be treated with aligners alone. Okay, the next malocclusion is a class 3 cases or reverse bite. So now we are talking about reverse bite. They can be classified as anterior cross bites or they can be classified as posterior cross bite. Now, a very severe form of posterior cross bite is referred to as scissor bite. Now, such cases which have scissor bite, they are very, very difficult to be treated with aligners. So, if you have a adult patient with a posterior cross bite, so it is better to avoid such cases with aligners, or you can first choose the hybrid method. Now, as far as the anterior crossbite is concerned, if the correction is up to 0.5 millimeters, we call it as a mild category, and such cases can be treated with 10 aligners. Similarly, from 0.5 millimeters to 1 millimeters, it is a moderate category. Up to 1.5 millimeters is a standard, and up to 2 millimeters is an advanced case. Here you can see that this particular case is a mild form of reverse bite, can be corrected within 10 aligners, and this is a advanced case which would require more than 25 sets of aligners. Now, as far as the degree of rotations are concerned, we have divided the rotations into 3 segments: the anterior rotation, the cuspid rotation, and the posterior rotation. Now, similarly, we have categorized the rotations into mild, moderate, standard, and advanced, depending upon the severity of the rotation in the anterior segment. Now, here you can see this central incisor is rotated approximately by 25 to 30 degrees. So, this will fall under the advanced category. The degree of rotation of the canines can be corrected up to 30 degrees, and the posteriors are difficult to be corrected as far as the rotations are concerned. So if the rotations are there in the premolars and the molars, so they can be corrected up to 20 degrees. Now we have seen the inclusion criteria of what all cases can be treated with aligners, and I have given you the categorization of the cases as mild, moderate, standard, and advanced. Now there are certain cases which cannot be treated with aligners. So if we have a very severe form of open bite, they are not treatable with aligners. If we have erupting dentition, then it should not be treated with aligners. Cases of clefts, cases of surgical and orthodontic combination or orthognathic cases, they cannot be treated with aligners. If we have severe bone loss, such cases are exclusion criteria, and impacted canines, they cannot be treated with aligners.